Hello students. Today we will read the next chapter that is this chapter number 2 from book A Rainbow of English. So the chapter is The March King, written by Catherine Little Bakeless. Catherine Little Bakeless was born on December 5th, 1895 in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, USA. A playwright and biographer in her own right, Catherine Little Bakeless wrote books with her husband John on the American Revolution. Her individual works focused on music, and she died in 1992 in Connecticut. So, this was her short biography. Before we start with the chapter, I would like to show you the author. So, this is Catherine Little Bakeless. And now moving on to the actual chapter, I'm going to start reading. But before that, let us just discuss the title, The March King. So what do we mean by march? March means a formal way of walking, on a musical composition. आपने परेड देखी होगी बेटा, सो उसमें भी मार्च करते हैं. So the March King. Let us begin the chapter now. Okay. John Philip Sosa stood on the corner with his mother, watching a parade pass by. The United States Marine Band was rapidly coming closer to where they stood. Philip jumped up and down and cried excitedly, "Look, Mama, there's Papa now." So our character, John Philip Sosa, he stood in the corner with his mother and he is just looking at the parade that is passing by, जो वहाँ से गुजर रही है parade. कौन सी parade है? This is the United States Marine Band and they were coming closer. उनके पास आते जा रहे हैं parade करते हुए, march करते हुए. And Philip was really excited and he said, "Look, Papa is there now." Means in this march his father is also there. So that is the reason of his excitement. Marching along in the brass section, Mr. Sosa looked very handsome. He winked as he went by. Philip grinned back. So what do we mean by grin? Grin means smile by showing your teeth. So his father winked at him. उसने इशारा किया उसको Philip को, and Philip also smiled back. Philip loved bands, and the nation's capital was a fine place to hear them during the early 1860s. Washington was full of bands, and Philip loved them all. Now, with rapture in his eyes, he watched the Marine Band in all its glory. And as it disappeared down the street, he vowed to become a musician. So, Philip really loved bands, and obviously the place where they lived, it was the best for those parades. Washington was the best place, and with raptures in his eyes. Rapture means extreme pleasure, extreme excitement. So he had a lot of excitement. It could be seen in his eyes. और वो मरीन बैंड को उसी एक्साइटमेंट के साथ देख रहा था जब वो परेड उनके बिल्कुल पास आ रही थी. एंड देन parade disappeared down the street, and he vowed to become a musician. Vowed means promised to himself that उसने प्रण लिया कि वो एक musician बनेगा बड़ा होके. Soon 7-year-old Philip started to attend a school of music in his neighborhood. He liked all his studies, but he particularly enjoyed learning to play the violin. So he was he was good at studies, लेकिन उसको ज़्यादा interest music में था, violin में था. It was not very long before he excelled in playing that instrument, for he was both talented and eager to learn. So he was really a good learner, and that made him really excel, means learn this instrument, that is violin, very fast. But Philip did not spend all his time playing the violin. So violin was not the only thing that Philip loved. He also loved to play baseball, and that is why he got into trouble one evening when he was 11 years old. So he started learning violin when he was 7. So you need to note these important timestamps. And when he was 11 years old, he used to play baseball at that age, and one evening he also had to face some trouble because of this. What happened? Let us find out. Every year an evening concert was given by the music school. This year Philip had been chosen to play a violin solo. For several months he had been earning money by directing a small band. So the thought of playing in the concert did not make him the least bit nervous. So he was habitual. He really knew how to handle the stage. तो उसको बिल्कुल भी stage fright नहीं था. इसीलिए concert के लिए जब उसको चुना गया, he didn't feel nervous at all. उसको बिल्कुल भी घबराहट नहीं हुई. And because he did not feel nervous, he did a foolish thing. क्योंकि उसको कोई डर नहीं था, he was not conscious of his performance. He committed a blunder. उसने एक गलती की. क्या किया उसने? On the very day of the concert, Philip pitched a game of baseball. जिस दिन उसका कॉन्सर्ट था उसी दिन उसने एक बेसबॉल भी शेड्यूल कर ली. He was tired and puffing as he came He was tired and puffing as he came dashing home at the supper time. So he came home after the baseball game puffing. Puffing means breathing heavily, breathing loudly. सांस चढ़ी हुई है उसको और वो घर आया at the supper time, dinner के time पे, and dirt was streaked across his moist forehead. तो dirt, जितनी भी मिट्टी थी, जितना भी पसीना था, ठीक है, इट वॉज स्ट्रीकिंग अक्रॉस हिज फेस. तो वो बह रहा था उसके पूरे चेहरे पे, उसके पूरे फोरहेड पे. इट वॉज मॉइस्ट, पूरा गीला था उसका फेस बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पर्सपिरेशन. हिज क्लोथ्स वर डस्टी एंड wrinkled. So he was in a bad state actually. I'm starved, he cried as he passed the kitchen on his way upstairs. बहुत भूख लगी है, कहता है, भूख से मर रहा हूँ मैं. जैसे वो सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ने लगा. There was no answer. लेकिन घर में किसी ने आवाज़ उसको जवाब नहीं दिया. And suddenly Philip realized that something was wrong. The house was so quiet that he could hear the slow ticking of the big clock in the hall. इतना सन्नाटा था घर में कि उसको घड़ी के टिक टिक की आवाज़ भी सुनाई दे रही थी. मे बी घर पे कोई नहीं था. Where is everybody? he yelled. तो चिल्लाया, कहाँ पे है सब? Puzzled by the silence of the household. So this was something new. He was really confused कि सब लोग कहाँ चले गए. And he ran into the kitchen because he was really hungry. On the table he found some sandwiches and a note from his mother. उसकी mother ने उसके लिए मैसेज छोड़ा था. She had been called away very suddenly by the illness of a friend. तो उसकी बीमार थी, उसकी मदर की फ्रेंड बीमार थी, तो इसीलिए उसको जल्दी में जाना पड़ा था. She would not be back until late evening. So she was going to be late. इसीलिए उसने उसका सपर जो है बना के सैंडविचेस रख दिए थे. Philip looked at the clock. He would have to hurry to get to the concert on time. He was getting late, इसीलिए वो भागा फटाफट से. He washed himself, he took bath and gobbled a sandwich. Gobble means ऐसे जल्दी से खाना कुछ. And ran to his room to dress. And ready होने के लिए अपने रूम में भाग गया. He looked for a shirt in the drawer where his clean laundry was kept. तो उसने ड्रॉर में ढूंढा अपने साफ़ कपड़े जहाँ पे रखे होते हैं, उसमें अपने कपड़े ढूंढ रहा था, लेकिन the drawer was empty. कोई कपड़ा नहीं है उसमें. The laundry had not yet come back. Oh, Philip mourned forlornly. What shall I do? I can't play without a clean shirt. What would I do now? Forlornly means he almost cried कि अब मैं क्या करूँगा, आई डोंट हैव एनी थिंग टू वियर ऑन द कॉन्सर्ट. Suddenly, Philip realized that he ought to tell his music teacher, Mr. Asputa, Professor Asputa, at once. कि उनको inform करना चाहिए that I have this problem. He ran over to the school and gasped out his story. भागा भागा स्कूल गया और सब कुछ अपने टीचर को बता दिया. At first, the professor scolded with concern. Scold means he rebuked him, उसने डांटा उसको गुस्से से. लेकिन then he said, that's all right, run to my house and tell my wife to give you one of my shirts. भागते जाओ मेरे घर और वहाँ मेरी वाइफ को बताओ कि तुम्हें एक शर्ट की ज़रूरत है. she will lend you my shirt. Now hastily Mrs. Asputa found a box of pins. तो उसकी वाइफ जो है टीचर की एक I'm sorry, I just skipped a part. Mrs. Asputa quickly fetched one of her husband's white shirts. तो उसकी वाइफ ने एक उसकी शर्ट निकाली, okay, and he tried to put it on, but she began to exclaim, "Oh dear gracious, the shirt is too large." That Philip was almost lost in it, because obviously it is the shirt belongs to fully grown man. इतने बड़े आदमी की वो शर्ट थी, इसीलिए it was too big for Philip, बहुत बड़ी थी उसके लिए. तो हेस्टिली, जल्दबाजी में मिसेस एस्पुटा ने क्या किया, शी फाउंड अ बॉक्स ऑफ पिन्स एंड इन अ ट्विंकलिंग her nimble fingers pinned enough tucks in the shirt to make it fit Philip. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन पिन्स की हेल्प से उसको टक कर दिया, मीन्स उसको सेट कर दिया पिन से फोल्ड करके, सो दैट वो उसको बिल्कुल फिट आ जाए. एंड her nimble means fast fingers, okay. So quickly she just adjusted the shirt and they both heaved a big sigh of relief. Heave means लेना, sigh means सांस, you know, एक उसने चैन की सांस ली दोनों ने कि okay, we are done now. And free from anxiety, Philip hurried back to school. तो अब टेंशन फ्री होके फिलिप पहुंच जाता है अपने स्कूल. The concert had finally begun. तो कॉन्सर्ट जो है वो स्टार्ट हो गया. एंड सून इट वॉज टाइम फॉर फिलिप्स ऑल्सो. तो फिलिप की परफॉर्मेंस की भी बारी आती है. ही स्टूड अप, प्लेस्ड अ वायलिन अंडर हिज चिन एंड रेज्ड हिज बाउ. विद हॉरर ही फेल्ट अ पिन पुलिंग लूज इन द बैक ऑफ हिज शर्ट. तो जैसे ही उसने अपनी रेज की अपनी एल्बो, अपनी चिन, आई एम सॉरी, वेयर इज इट, यस. सो जैसे ही उसने अपनी वायलिन जो अपनी चिन के अंडर की एंड रेज किया अपने आप को, टू विद हॉरर, अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो जो पिन्स जिनको सेट किया था, इट स्टार्टेड पुलिंग लूज. तो वो बाहर आ गई पिन. बट ही रिकॉल्ड हाउ मेनी पिन्स हैड बीन इंसर्टेड इन द शर्ट. लेकिन उसको याद आया कि बहुत सारी पिन सेट की थी मिसेस एस्पुटा ने. सो इट्स ओके अगर एक आध निकल भी गई. एंड थॉट लूजिंग वन वोंट मैटर. अब एक अगर निकल भी गई तो इट वोंट मेक मच ऑफ अ डिफरेंस. सो ही स्टार्टेड टू प्ले. अपनी परफॉर्मेंस स्टार्ट की. एट फर्स्ट हिज राइट आर्म मूव्ड बैक एंड फोर्थ स्लोली. तो धीरे धीरे अब वायलिन उसने प्ले करना स्टार्ट किया. तो स्टार्टिंग में तो ही वॉज गोइंग वेरी स्लो नोट्स थे. तो बड़ी धीरे धीरे उसकी आर्म जो है, राइट आर्म आगे पीछे, बैक एंड फोर्थ हिल रही थी. बट देन एज द परफॉर्मेंस मूव्ड ऑन, तो उसकी जो मूवमेंट थी, इट ऑल्सो गॉट स्विफ्ट. स्विफ्ट मीन्स फास्टर, वो भी तेज़ हो गई. बिफोर लॉन्ग द पिन्स दैट वर होल्डिंग हिज कॉलर पुल्ड आउट. तो इससे पहले कि उसको कुछ पता चलता, उसका कॉलर को जो पिन्स ने होल्ड किया हुआ था, दे वर पुल्ड आउट, वो बाहर निकल आई. The loose, large shirt collar began to creep up the back of Philip's head. तो वो कॉलर बाहर की तरफ आ गया. Started creeping up, मतलब जैसे वो झांक रहा हो बाहर की तरफ. Then the unruly sleeves grew looser and longer. अनरूली मीन्स शाबी, और उसकी जो आर्म्स की पिन्स थी वो भी बाहर आ गई, एंड जो आर्म्स थी दे गॉट रियली बिग एंड लूज. सडनली द शर्ट फेल अवे फ्रॉम हिज नेक, और सारी की सारी शर्ट जो उसको सेट किया था पिन से वो नीचे की तरफ गिर गई, झुक गई, मतलब सारी पिन निकल गई. The audience began to laugh. सब लोग हंसने लगे उस पे. He was really embarrassed, and in embarrassed confusion, Philip forgot what he was playing and completely stopped. So obviously he got nervous now and he forgot his performance. The disaster so upset him that he rushed off the stage and sulked in a dark corner. तो ऑब्वियसली ही वॉज टू एम्बेरस्ड टू फेस द ऑडियंस, तो वो नीचे भागता हुआ गया एंड एक अंधेरे कोने में जाके रोने लगा, स्टार्टेड क्राइंग. सल्क मीन्स टू बेसिकली यू नो बी वेरी डिस्टर्ब्ड, एंड ही वॉज रियली एंग्री एट हिमसेल्फ ऑल्सो. सो येस, वे वर वी. Yes, fighting back tears, he mumbled gloomily, "I wish I were dead." तो अपने आंसुओं को रोकने की कोशिश कर रहा है, गुस्सा, रोना सब साथ में आ रहा है. He was just struggling with himself and mumbled, बड़बड़ाता है मुंह में, gloomily, sadly, क्या? I wish I were dead. काश इससे अच्छा तो मैं मर ही जाता, इतनी ज़्यादा embarrassment फेस करने से तो मैं मर जाता तो अच्छा होता. Now, after the performances, refreshments were served, and Philip was too busy to have any. But Philip कुछ खा नहीं रहा था क्योंकि वो बहुत busy था. किस चीज़ में? He mingled with the crowd as quickly as he could, hoping to avoid Mr. Esputa. तो किस चीज़ में busy था? अपने टीचर मिस्टर एस्पुटा को अवॉइड करने के लिए उनसे बच रहा है वो, क्योंकि उसको पता है उसको डांट पड़ेगी. After a wistful look at the ice cream, Philip was about to slick out when a booming voice behind him scoffed. So wistful means, wistful होता है just craving something, like sadly craving something, किसी चीज़ को उदास होके देखना, that you can't get it. And he was just looking at the ice cream because he wanted to eat it, but he was about to slick out. Slick out का मतलब क्या होता है? Slink out, what does it mean? To move out, to move from one place. जैसे ही वो भीड़ में से थोड़ा move out हुआ, slink out हुआ, he heard a booming voice, गड़गड़ाती आवाज़ आई पीछे से. किसकी? मिस्टर एस्पुटा की. Well, Philip, you made a nice mess of it. तो उसका टीचर कहता है कि बहुत अच्छा किया तुमने, बहुत अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस थी, सब बिगाड़ दिया तुमने. Philip turned and found himself face to face with his glowering teacher. Glowering means looking mad, looking aggressive, looking angry. So he saw his angry teacher, Mr. Esputa. Let us just stop here because otherwise the chapter, the video will be too long. We will discuss the rest of the chapter in the next class.